There is often a deep tradition of service shared by military families, and tonight we are reminded of that fact by the Croom family. The roots of military service shared within one Knoxville family rests among these rows of headstones.
William H. Croom, Corporal, United States Army Air Corps, World War II. He was the patriarch of our family. What he painted for me was a picture of toughness, empathy, humor, and love, unconditionally.
Men in the Croom family would follow a similar path as their patriarch, serving across 3 generations in every modern war, including Marine veteran Jared Croom.
And I was lucky to share this fraternal bond with him by my service. It honors him as well as many others in my family.
Jared joined the Corps late in his young life at age 25. The self-described starving artist and writer turned to military service as the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I really just took stock of my life, and I said there are some things I want to accomplish. I want to become a United States Marine, and I want to go to college and become a college graduate.
A devotion deepened after the 9/11 terror attacks, driving this Marine veteran who had finished duty to re-enlist. Within a month, he was back in uniform.
I lived in Brooklyn. Even now, I can still smell the fire. I can hear the ambulances, and sadly, I lost several friends in the towers, men I served with, and friends that I had come to know in New York. So it was very personal for me.
And in addition to his grandfather and 9/11, Jared Croom credits his Uncle Paul as an inspiration to serve his country.
My uncle, who was a Marine during the Vietnam era, he didn't serve in country, but he was always a pillar of strength, a pillar of integrity.
I am not the type of person to hold back, so I would tell the whole story, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But still, he wanted to be a part of that.
Paul Croom was among the last draftees during the war in Vietnam, but he too later re-upped voluntarily.
It forced me to grow so much, so quickly, and for me to understand more about myself and my own potential. You see yourself on the most level playing field that you could ever imagine.
Well, I mean, if you look at the historical reference of African Americans in this country and service to this country, we have risen to answer the call time and time again since the Civil War. We fought for our freedom in the Civil War, and we have fought for the ideals of the country.
I think that when I look at my entire family tree, I know that service is over everything. And I know
right now, today, the Croom family has young members in service, and Jared's daughter is considering the option after college, either the military or some other public service.
All of my dad's ideals, which are now my ideals, came from somebody I never even knew.
But one of the things that resonates as I look around here is I see a unity of thought, a unity of service. We are not a perfect nation, but every man and woman who lies in this hallowed ground gave their life for the ideals of building a better nation, a more perfect union. And that's what resonates with me.
A little later this evening, you can read more about how the military service affected the lives of the men in the Croom family. You'll read that in the Service and Sacrifice section of WBIR.com, and we'll be right back.